and welcome to Conversations with Z. Igama lami nguZinhle Limba. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enkosi bethu to everyone that has subscribed. I really do appreciate you guys. So over the weekend, well, Friday, I actually got my results. I have finally completed my degree. It took me 4 years from 2018 up until 2021. I completed my degree. Now I have a Bachelor of Education, right? So officially, Miss. I have decided to shoot this video just to share my journey, the challenges that I had faced, the inspiration that I got, the motivation that I received, to thank abantu that have been part of my journey, and hopefully just to inspire someone else that wants to go back to school. And just to share what happened over the weekend, okay? Because I had a surprise graduation party. So go on the jazz or pecs. And it's so nice when you actually have people that understand because president with you guys, and then is non-alcoholic. So yeah, I hope that this video will be fruitful. So let me start where it started before I even knew Banan's our graduator. My mom, let me start about my late mom. I even struggle to say late mom because for some weird reason it feels like a second. So my mom was someone that loved education. In the early 90s, wayo funda at UWC at the University of the Western Cape. I think at the time Bush, she went to study education. And then go girl what no Tata Empire. Tata was a security guard, and then my mom was a student at the time at UWC. Things happened at Bomini. She ended up not completing her degree in education. I'll share some of the challenges on a different video. But this is one thing that my mom really loved, education, even though it was unfortunate. But I think she spent most of Bombake instilling the importance of education kum sister wam. Endlini ke kwakukho section yencwadi zakhe kwakusithiwa ke le izincwadi zika-Adlit. Even though she did not study further, but she still educated herself and took short courses. So ndikhule surrounded by a woman that read, a woman that was for education. My sister is 9 years older than me, and ke wayilaa girl ogowayo teenage stage. And then my mom would say ku sister wam bana mna nomntanam ilifa enokunika lona engasoze lithathwe ngumuntu imfundo andinanto mna kodwa ndifuna ukwenza yona kokusesikolweni. As young as I was, I understood the importance of education based on those conversations that she had with my sister. And then utata naye man is the firstborn kokwabo. Everyone else got educated except for yena, right? So now the one thing that he wished for abantwana bakhe is to become educated. So I grew up with parents that instilled education, the importance of it. From pre-primary school, my mom was very hands-on when it came to my education. And so she laid the foundation solidly. Okay, now I went to high school, studied, and passed my matric in 2012. In 2013, I was supposed to start my first year, but the things that I had applied for rejected me. I did not meet the criteria, or I did not meet the minimum requirements for me to get into those courses that I applied for. So I kept on applying to different universities each year, and each year I would get rejected. And I am so thankful for the people that I have met along the way. I think the purpose of this whole video is to just share my trajectory when it comes to education, right? So in 2011, before my mom passed away, I started ukhonza eWisile, where I met amazing educated women that were from the same area that I was from, that I am from, but ngoku they lived in areas as more established. I met ifamily yakwaMcaphukisi, usis Monica, usis Ntyatyhi. They are both engineers, right? And when I listened to the type of background that they came from, I got inspired because they showed that I can do it too. And actually, now that I think about it, they came from a worse background than I was. I was a bit fortunate compared to them, but they did it. This one time, I went to a graduation, kaphathiswa Mcaphukisi, and then I was selected to be a speaker. And then this was the first time attending a graduation. This was in 2013, I think, or 2014, I think. Yes, a Cape Townian hotel. So ke ngoku xa kuzawungena i-graduates, kwathiwa masiphakame. Thina abantu bangeka-graduate, saphakama, and then they walked in, right? And they sat. And then when I was speaking, I said kubo, ubana, you know, I love what I'm seeing and I'm proud of uphathi, and I too wish bana one day ndinganxiba gown and abantu baphakame kungene mna ndibe part of the people abanxibe gown. So that inspired me and ignited the fire in me that wanted to become educated. And I was fortunate enough to also have high school friends that were now pursuing their university studies that kept on encouraging me because they knew the potential that I had. Unangam so would say, Chomi, funeka ubuyele esikolweni, uzipho zihle, Nhlakaza. Mane sithi Chomi, wena mane funeka ube ngumisi, Chomi wena xa ucacisa izinto uzicacisa kakuhle, uyabo? And that grew up kume enhloko. And at the time I was a call center agent. And unangam so would take forms and apply ezikolweni. And man, I wanted to go back, but at the same time, I was scared to go back because of my background, because I'm the breadwinner, I'm the one that works. If I go back to school, what's going to happen to my family? Yabo? I shared this with Sis Ntyatyhi. I was like, Mamela, I have these responsibilities. I want to go back to school, but I'm scared that I'm going to become poorer. Yabo? What is Ntyatyhi? Uyasokola. Buyela esikolweni zinhle, awunamntana. Buyela esikolweni. Ubuya lamba uzawulamba 3 years ugqibe idiploma yakho uhambe uyophangela. Uyabo? Buyela esikolweni. Ndabe ndizama ulist problems and she was not having it. Uthi, you are in your 20s. What if you are gonna live 50 more years? You're gonna die at 70. Uzawuthini kule 50 years uzabuyiphila. Just go back to school. Uyabo? That stuck with me, and ndacela ke ngoku also nozipho bamancidise to get into university. I applied in 2017, which is 5 years after matric. I got accepted at the university, at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. I got accepted to study education, or to study towards the Bachelor of Education in FET and senior phase, right? Yo, ndingasavuyi guys, ufumana kwam email ethi zinhle, you are accepted, because I had been rejected so many times. So when this happened, I was just in disbelief, guys. And when it happened, my grandmom had just passed away. But I've been esikolweni. Abantu mos babethe bana xa ufuna ufunda education uzawufumana ufunza and all of that. First year ndaya, and ke ngoku first year ngo-2018 fees must fall. Akho need guys ubhatale registration, everything is just free, yabo. Xa ndifika esikolweni, to my disappointment, first challenge is finances. Ufunza only accept abantu abenza i-maths ne-physics. I don't qualify. NSFAS applyele ngo-February, meaning uzawuphuma kudala, uzawuphuma ngo-August. So for the first 4 months andinamali yokuya esikolweni. But you know, uThixo nenceba, and he always makes a plan. I was blessed enough to be friends with Uyola Diniso, And umamake is such an amazing mother. Utatake is such an amazing dad. They became my parents. They were very supportive. They took me in. Literally the first 6 months of 2018, I stayed at a friend's place. They gave me imali yokuya esikolweni, you know. They gave me money to buy textbooks. I remember this one time I was about paper in economics and I did not have a textbook. And mama did mama nika imali. I think she gave me 1,000 rand. What I'm about you know. I did so many things to try to survive. I took work and it became too much. But pangela. I dated someone that I was not even interested in, but because he was giving me money, like I knew if nditakile ndizofumana imali, uyabona lokhwela ibhasi, if nditakile ndizaba nemali, because after 6 months ngihleli phaya kutshomi yami ndabuyela ekhaya, abantwana basekhaya bananto ukutya, I would buy food. There were times where, and full dramatic, but there were times where my niece and nephew didn't have food to eat, kubone. And this one time sasenakutya, I was like, obantwana sekhaya sizalala singatyanga namhlanje. Bathi kumbana sicingela wena because thina siqhele ntolala singatyanga. And that broke my heart, kubone. It gave me more reason to continue to go forward. For some reason, my challenges did not make me withdrawn from actually pursuing my studies. If anything, they gave me lantobana. This is more reason for you to actually study. And I'm sure abanye ben bayabuza, where was your family? My family does not take from abathatha ntweni money. I come from an underprivileged background, if I can put it that way. Like you are from hand to mouth, so they don't have an extra mouth to feed. It's not like they don't want to help, they just do not have the resources to help. I think that's one of the challenges that we face as Black people. Anyways, guys, akonto iso forever. I was fortunate enough to have people that are really supportive. I would simply write a status on my WhatsApp, exempting and guys, I need money to bandio pali exam. People would send imali, ospokazi. They're not even my friends, but because they would see my status. Abanye mhlawumbe that works from town like Ombasa, I'm gonna pick you up, do drop emobri, and then kanjalo njalo. So I was fortunate enough to have a personality that is very straightforward. I did not shy away from asking for assistance. So the financial part became easier. Emotionally and mentally, there were things that were disturbing from family and otherwise. But in that aspect, Ukolo helped me a lot. Spirituality and faith, and getting to understand that Utiko that does all these things, he does not give you a challenge that you cannot overcome. He does not give you an obstacle that you cannot overcome. And I know that God puts people in place to help you. He does not send angels with wings to come and rescue you from whatever situation that you're facing, but he sends abantu. I know that people say that it's important for people to keep a close knit or a small circle. I actually dispute that. It's good to have a bigger circle because then you have different people that are resourceful and all of those people have a contribution to the person that you want to become. Anyways, what else? Okay, so that is me going back to school. I need to stress this part. It's important to choose your friends wisely, right? Or it's important to know who you are surrounded by. Mna kuthiwa ichomi azakhi kodwa mna ichomi zindakhile. Ndadibana nabantu abafana no-Anathi, oZukisa, oSibulelo, oBudlusi, oKhayakazi. I met people that were older than mna, people that had already walked my journey. I met people that are academias. I became friends, even though when the undergrad, I became friends with people that have masters, people who are studying towards their PhDs, people who have multiple degrees. And bakhetanga because of those things. We became friends, and then along the way, I learned the type of skills that they have or qualifications they have. And then language yadibana ukubone. So they gave me the motivation to continue when times were tough. They gave me the motivation to bana bana. Last lap is the most difficult one. So they understood the journey. When I needed easy, they were there to provide because they saw the vision, because they saw themselves in me and they wanted to assist. So that was very inspirational, because sometimes when I felt like giving up, even though giving up was not an option, but you know what, they would bring up the dreams that I have. I-evoke yakho red. Sinida uya trip to a Thailand. We need you to be a Bangalore street girl. So I had abantu that reminded me of the things that I want to become. Even the people that I met at university. Guys, because they see the leadership qualities that I have. So abantu that gives you the drive. And also, when you are in university, it's important for you to surround yourself with abantu that know what they are doing. A university, you can never do it alone. Academically, I never struggled, but only that struggles with technology. So they would help out. I'm someone that attend lessons, guys. But I had people about the reminder and get due date. So it's important to have a support structure. Data during COVID times, you do your own work, but someone else will submit on your behalf. It's nice to have abantu that will say, I'll stay awake up until because student, we are how stressful it is. 23:59 because the assignment is. So it's important to surround yourself with such people, right? I just wrote a few things up in Uzliban. Okay. So I think I've actually said quite a lot about my surroundings and what propelled me to actually pursue my studies. So Friday, okay, before Friday, I just want to say, xa ufunda ngexesha le-COVID, right? And ufundela uba yititshalakazi, there are times where you need to go to do e-practicals, right? You're doing your practicals, you are learning online, you have submissions online. There are so many things that you need to do at once, and you have your personal life. Ndigowile guys kulo nyaka. Ukubone, I think if finally is the most difficult year. Not academically, but as I've said otherwise, I had a family problem that affected me emotionally. At the beginning of this year, I diagnosed myself with depression. I did not want people to visit me. I did not want to visit anyone. I did not want to wash. I did not want to get out of my room. I did not want to open the windows, right? I felt myself giving up. Usually I'm someone that runs when they're going through the most, but every time I tried to work out, my body would collapse. I became physically sick. For the first time in my life, I knew that my mental health or my mental state and emotional state affected my whole being. Even ukuthandaza nenkonzo was not fulfilling the void and the emptiness that I had felt. But luckily, I have supportive friends. Zooks and Spoon of Yolwetu guys. You were my rock. You were solid. Uyals, no me. You guys were solid support structure. They would take me or Zooks and they will spoil me. Bakfake bubble bath, ebafini, balight candles. But look, bathroom so that I can soak myself and just relax. They would cook lunch, but maybe sit down, but man practice for the actual day. They wanted me to see the vision. You know, when I didn't want people to visit, Uyola no Violet would literally come to my place forcefully, and bring food because I love food. So they would come to my place and just be supportive, you know. So, abanye abantu malike ngqi. Abanye abantu would think into bana the journey is hard financially or academically, but the ultimate challenge was my mental and emotional state. Thank Ubawo for the strength that he has given me. Yeah, kebethuna man. Hey, bendigowa guys. I-laptop zami zingasebenzi. Load shedding. But I had abantu man that would be like, Z, you can use my laptop, you know. Z, you can use my my data. Abanye abantu would like busy like, oh guys, ichomi zami guys. Oh Anathi, bese Joburg, oh Budlusi, oh Kayakazi, they would send imali for data. They would check up on me. Yours would buy me clothes literally because guys, but they would buy me clothes. Abanye abantu bazathi ne-drama because I've been traveling around South Africa this year at Durban, this year at Joburg, this year Pretoria, this year to all these nice places, wine farms, Dondon. Guys, I did not pay for a single thing. It's all my friends. They spoiled me. I don't look broke because of the people that I have. I'm thankful for my dad, which we fixed a relationship here, and family also became very supportive in ensuring that I do have resources to sustain me. Anyways, enough with that, but I think, yeah, you kind of get the whole thing. So yangoku bethuna Friday silile report results, right? Around about 8 o'clock, after waiting the whole day to get my results, dingene dijonge results zam, and then baby girl has passed, ne? Ndipasile guys, I did well. I am proud of myself. Ndiyajonga efonini, and then ndisithi ndipase zonke modules zam guys. I scream. Yo guys, the way I screamed. Bendisekamereni and ekhaya bekukho sister wam, my nephew, my niece, my other niece. I screamed. Bashocked by Ndon, and then I started crying. I cried, guys, like I cried. And they were benhaga man, yo, Basile, yo, Z, they were so happy for me. And then I call the guys, they deserve Savannah. They just ban sell part. Savannah, you know, they deserve. Damn, not a bene 30 rand. That's a 25 rand. Guys, you're gonna be a door and I'm going to Savannah 15 rand. Not a sell Savannah and a tip. And the next morning, I started calling my family, and then I was not as excited as I thought I was. Instead, yet I felt empty. Like my parents are not here. Who's not my biological dad, but sister wam was drunk that day, so this congratulations one shia. So I'm at it like empty man, nothing happened. And the Saturday I was just with my aunt, nothing happened. I felt so lonely, man. Even though I had so many people, I felt so lonely. And I was waiting for someone to say, let's do this, but no one came out with plans. And that kind of like disappointed me. But Sunday morning, I spoke with Usis Njaki, the lady that I told you about, video. And I was like, yo, ndipasile, wawundithembisile ke sisi wawutheba uzawuthenga igusha xa ndipasileyo, iphi igusha, ndinida igusha ke ngoku, yabo. And then she was like, ayikhona into ezawuza mara, zange ndithi inkukhu. Hayi manza kuzamela intaka, izawuza into yako ezayo noba ayiphelelanga. And then when, okay, as ixesha lihamba so siyancokola, I'm like, no, mhlawumbi I'll celebrate honors because Galonti broke. Maybe this is not a big deal. And she was like, no, damn, this is a big deal. You did well. You did very well. You should celebrate yourself. Bendithunyelelwe 500 okay. Someone sent me 500 to just say upasile here. Don't want to be zoomed to get so someone sent me 500 rand. And then I was like, so let me just cook some lunch and invite close friends and few family members, you know. I invited my aunts and my friends, and I understood, you know, they might not have the money to even come to Ekaya. They might have plans, they might not come, but I was like, whoever is coming must come. Ongazanga uzawuza ke xa graduate honors. Because best believe I'm gonna do this for the second time around. Anyways, abantu showed up, guys. My people showed up, guys. Nabendiplane lunch. Abantu brought snacks. Abantu brought deco. Like benga decoratanga mekhaya. People brought deco. People sent me money to buy more food. About like kwazwa gown, guys, gown. I was like, Aibo, that whole shebang, abantu abayinxibayo xa begraduate, the gown, the mqwayo, the mwazi, everything. And yes, okay, SPUT graduate orange, but mna benxibe into green, right? Yes, UWC land. I got so emotional because then it reminded me that umamam wayefuna UWC akagraduate. My mom wanted to become a teacher. She didn't become a teacher. So now I'm wearing a gown that's from the institution that she was enrolled at. So ndacinga la vesi ithi ndizawusikelela wena nesizukulwana sakho. So I'm like, I'm already reaping the perks of the blessings zikama mom. Whatever did not happen to her is now happening through me. Ukubone. Ekhaya xa kukho abantu abaninzi, the last time kukho abantu abaninzi was at my grandmom's umphumo kamakhulu wam, makhulu wam wayephuma. Before that, umphumo kamama. So now it was nice to come for a celebration rather than death. It was refreshing and it was very intimate because everyone who was there was supposed to be there. Ukubone. It was just an emotional graduation. I am so thankful for people who made my day come through. This means so much. Mandi toast, guys. Ndiyakwazi toaster nobody ndedwa. I don't think bangaka. But me graduating means so much. It means so much because I'm the first person that has graduated in the history of Sekai. I'm literally the first person, my mom, that has graduated. So I feel like I have broken each generational curse by being the first one. I am the light for abantwana bakasister wam nabanye abantwana abancinci basefamily nam to show that noba asiphumi entweni, you too can become the greatest person that you want to become. This has been important because abantu that I worked with at call center are seeing inspiration. Bana Zinhle, you did it. I can do it too. Abantu that don't have parents, they can see kumbana, you did it. I can do it too. My journey was never mine alone. My journey was for me and my family. My journey was for me and that call center agent. My journey was for me and Mdana was site C. I hope that I have inspired people to actually pursue their dreams, whether they want to become teachers or otherwise. But I just want to say, Ndobana, you are never too old or too young to pursue your dreams. Whatever you want to achieve, you can still achieve it. I did not do it alone. I want to emphasize, Bana, I wouldn't have done it alone. Mine is not for mine alone to celebrate. It is ours. See, we did it, Bandase. We actually conquered. We actually overcame. I can officially become Miss. Well, I am officially Miss. So moving forward, Dingumiss Zinhle Beverly Limba. Enkosi kakhulu bethuna for watching. I hope that you are inspired. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. I would like to hear from you. Papa Yenike Bethuna, I love you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye, you guys.